What's up, guys? So today in this video I'm going to be showing you guys what all I can do independently and what I can't do independently. So stick around and watch and see what I can do. First I'm going to get my bucket just like so. So here's how I'm going to first put on this sock, but I begin by getting my bucket on the bed. This big hole on the front has to be on the left side, and the just the big hole has to be on the left side, and then two holes in the back for the kidneys, for the lines. This is my left one. Feed it through just like so. There's my right one. Feed it through just like so. So the biggest thing about this sock is it has to be pretty much as skin tight as possible. I have to try and put it on as best to my ability as I can with no folds. Which over time I have taught myself to do it rather well, I'd say. Sometimes I still have a little fold crease if the sock's a little worn out, but this is a fresh, clean sock, so should go pretty well. So first, I check for that the ostomy is fed around in the hole, and then I worry about where the rest is placed. So that gives me just a general sense, the general starting point, I guess you'd say. So then, of course, I just sit here and blindly feel for my nephrostomies and try and get the holes lined up best I can. Usually I do this with the fan on so I don't sweat my... Well, I can't sweat those off anymore, but... but that'll mess with the audio if I have a fan on, so... not doing that. So it usually takes me a little bit to get in my sock, guys. As you might have thought. Sweet. That's good enough. And then just feed the nephrostomies into the bucket. In case you guys didn't know what these bags are called, they're called nephrostomy bags. And what they are is direct lines into my kidneys to help my kidneys drain. So I try to make sure that these are below my bucket, or underneath my bucket, fed underneath my bucket, so they don't get in the way. Well, not like, terrible at explaining this. I feed it like somewhat underneath it, but to the side, so once I get up and then flip over, I can grab them when they're not in the way. And then this is another major part where I have to make sure that my body's lined up perfectly with where my spine placement's supposed to go inside the bucket. Which you probably notice I've wrinkled my sock a little bit. It happens. It's okay. It'll fix itself. Which Sabia usually helps me do this, but if I'm feeling like getting up by myself or not waiting for her to wake up or whatever the case may be, I can get up by myself. But Sabia usually helps just to make this easier. But once I get my bionic arm, it's going to be super easy, I feel like. So then I just feed myself in, like so. Which some of you that have been around the channel for a while have probably already seen how I get my bucket, so this is probably boring you, but this is how I do it. And then I basically just pull on the lines until they pop through, because they usually make a sound, because my body's pressed up against it, so it's pretty tight in there. Ooh, shit. Oh, cut. So, now that I have my nephrostomies fed through, I will do my chest plate. Again, basic standard is to just feed the colostomy through. Make sure that that's all comfortable. Then I take the straps, start with the bottom strap first, cinch it down, and I go across, so they'll be over one another. And then I do, well actually I don't do both sides in one. I do one side and then the other. So then I'll do this one down first also. And then go back to the other side and cinch that down. And basic rule of thumb with that is just to keep the top lined up as evenly as I can, which I kind of pretty shittily on this left side here. I'm going to fix that real quick. There we go. And then just do it to the other side. Do a all-around check, make sure everything's fed out good, nice and well. Frostomies are good. Frostomies good. Alright. So then this is the ballsy trick. I just basically throw myself over right here. And then, like I said, I'm able to throw my shoulder straps over. So I put them out to my side. And I cross my shoulder straps also because of the length of them. When I start off, I tighten them down as much as possible, even though it restricts my shoulders, just to make sure that they don't pop off. and the bucket stays as tight to my body as possible as I transfer. But once I get in, you'll see that I undo my shoulder straps and readjust them as fitted. Boom. Ace is always in the content. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but this is Ace. He's always in the content. So, you're probably wondering how I do my nephrostomies. Easy peasy. Hold on. Yeah, this is fed right. I just throw them over my shoulders. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty safe for the most part. But usually I had to deal with this fucking pest. Come on. Hey. Hey. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Need you to move. Alright, backing up into you. Choo choo! Choo choo! Yeah, that's what I thought. Boom. I usually have bags that go on the side of my bucket that store these, but I don't use them when I'm home just because it's pointless to take them in and out of my bucket, you know? But there. Now I'm mostly set up. Now I'm just gonna go get my shirt on and brush my teeth, brush my hair. So I'm able to just grab it off the shelf because it's pretty down low. And then what I do is I just back up a little bit and I come straight forward and I just get up right against this corner. And you'll see why. Feed one arm through, feed the other arm through, feed the head through. And then I turn off my chair, of course, that way I don't move. And then I lean forward, that way I can feed the shirt down my body. There. Easy peasy. And then just like that, flip around, get up against this counter for safety measures to brush my teeth and hair. Probably not gonna brush my hair because I got a shower tonight, so, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Someone would brush their hair, but I will brush my teeth just because that's a little different for most people. And I need to brush my teeth. But, so, I have to pick it up with my left hand, right? Well, I have to flip it every time I place it because I have to hold it with my nub as I apply anything to it. As I apply my toothpaste to it. And I also have to lean a bit forward. Which we're out of toothpaste. That's a loss right there. Straight L.
And then I don't have to, but I usually just lean forward and brush my teeth just because, I don't know, I'm a pretty aggressive toothbrusher. So, like, I don't know, I just get toothpaste everywhere. You gotta save the whales. Can't have the water running the whole time.
I'll seem if sleep back a little.
And we got these cool little magnets on your mirror that hold your toothbrush for you. So that's cool. Boom, boom, boom. What the hell? Apparently a child lock can stop a disabled person too. What shit's going on here? Some of you are probably wondering, probably going, ew, he went straight from the bottle. It's just me and Sabi that live here, so, I mean, it's just me and Sabi that live here, so. And then every time I brush my teeth, I don't know why, I think I might have OCD a little bit, but I clean out the fucking, the sink with my hand, with my bare hand, and then I just wash it a little bit, call it good. And then there's a rag behind me on the wall that I go and grab before I do anything else. Well, it's a towel. Well, no, it's a, it's a hand towel, that's what it is. Again, back up against the counter for safety measures. Also, leaned back in my chair for safety measures. This patch that you guys have seen me the patch you guys have been seeing me wear this whole entire time is just a testosterone patch. And that's obviously just because I don't have any genitalia that I have to wear a testosterone patch. But deodorant, pretty easy. Because there's a little opening down here underneath my counter so I can get my back wheel a little closer to the counter. So it makes it so I can reach everything on the counter. So I have full access. Now, how am I going to get my seatbelt on? Because I can't, if it's, it's my left side? Okay. If it's my left side, I can do it. Alright, actually, shit. Yeah, should be able to. No, I got it. So yeah. So all I got, if it's on my right side, say if the buckle is down on the right side of my wheelchair, I'd go into my room, grab my my grabbers that I grab stuff off the floor with, and I'd grab it that way. But since it's on my left side, I'm able to just hook it up this way and click it in. So, forgot to adjust these shoulder straps, so they're like super tight, restricting me. I usually just like rise my shoulders, then tighten it. So it's like usually a good loose rule of thumb. As ugly as they look, I have to wear them. Sweet. Now that'll give me more reach. So, grab this little buckle back here. quickly, man. And then tighten it. Now I'm up, ready to go for my day. Now let's go see what else I can do. So I'm able to do the dishes, but Sabi actually already has the load going. I'm able to get into the pantry myself. I'm able to get up in the cupboards myself. My chair goes up to about my old height, so about like 5'8". So, but I was 5'10", 5'11" before. I'll just show you guys how to open the fridge. Back up and then just roll in and turn. That way I can reach all the way back. Grab whatever I need to grab. Yeah, we got some KFC. If you want some, you can have some. You're not getting nothing? And then in here, so Sabi is showering, so we're not gonna head in here. But in here, usually I'm able to open this door, so it's easier. In here, we got the washer and dryer, which I'm able to actually do myself. Just because washer's down here, and then dryer's up top where I can easily reach it. I don't think I'm gonna do it just because it's kind of pointless to show you guys completely, because everyone knows how to do a load of laundry, so, I mean, it'd just be me single-handedly throwing things in there, single-handedly throw everything in there, then start it. So, I'm sure everyone could imagine how that would go. Boom, boom, boom. Sometimes the doors bounce off my kickers because I didn't estimate where I'm at right. And then usually there isn't much else to do other than go into my room, turn on my light, which I do by coming in a little bit and flipping around, come back and turning the light on. And then I come in here. Come over here, and this is where I stream. I try to stream every day. I haven't been streaming every day lately just because my pain has been somewhat out of control. But we're finally getting my pain managed and under control because finally working with a full team of people getting my pain under control again. So that's exciting. So I'll be streaming a lot more now. So, to get out, of course, I can get out by myself. And it's pretty simple and easy. And it's just the reverse of what I do to get in. But, to get my shirt off, I just, bounce. As I pull it off. My man titties. Well, and then I just throw them over the shoulders again, just like I did before. Ooh, colon's bleeding, that's nice. Getting out is way simpler than getting in. It's almost like a relief getting out because it takes all the pressure off my body and stuff. Because being up my bucket, it puts pressure all around my body, making it so that I don't put pressure on the bottom of my spine and cause any
skin breakthrough at the bottom of my spine where my L4 is. Then kind of scoot out a little bit, and I'm able to fit my hand in here, and then you can see my finger and the little frostomy hole back here, and I just grab the tube and pull it through, making sure it doesn't get snagged on anything, because that shit hurts so bad every time. What I do is I place my bucket right in my chair, that way it's not in my bed. Ace will usually instantly charge for it. Jump right in it. And then I get my sock off. Just like so. And then I just pull my lines on through. Which line's going into which hole here? It can get confusing sometimes, guys. Bum, 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 bum. Did I just pull? I just pulled it through the other hole of the sock. Boom. There we go. Oh shit! I just dropped it, but usually I just throw it up on my headboard. I'm not gonna reach for it because that's. Oh fuck it! I'll show you guys how I reach for stuff on the ground. I just pretty much put all my body weight as much as I can up against this border wall. And then grab stuff, and use my wheelchair to get back up. Boom. Just throw up my bucket. And then, only thing I can't do myself, really, is I can't go outside by myself because Sabi is my 24-hour caregiver, so I can't go out by myself without her. And then, I also can't get in the shower without her. So that's the only things I can't do. So next time, you guys will see what all I can't do by myself. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share to your friends. Donation and merch link down below. Also, I have a gaming channel at iAce Nation that I stream almost daily on if you guys want more content from me.